So I would talk with my homies, and they told me that they feel like it could be coming towards the end. And I felt what they were saying. I felt like it was coming towards that, but at the same time, the relationship meant so much to me. Welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is a sensitive one. Not sensitive enough to where I feel some of you have to leave, but sensitive enough to where I had to record it twice. This is my second time recording this topic because I feel as if I can go deeper with this topic. And the topic that we'll be talking about today is about my ex and the reasons why she's my ex. Now, if you've been keeping up with my videos, then you know that
Dance with them.
I wasn't the best boyfriend in the relationship, but she also contributed to the downfall of the relationship. So let's get into the reasons why she is my ex. So our breakup occurred during the time where I was coming back to my hometown from school. And like I said in my previous video, I was trying to figure out what to do with my life. And she was supportive during this time, but that doesn't mean we didn't have arguments. And we would patch things up somewhat, but it always was just a continuous cycle of arguments, maybe not talking to each other for a while, then patch things up, and it was becoming just a stressful cycle. And I don't like to have stress upon me if I can control it. I'm the type of person that has to talk to relieve stress, and I think that's a good, release for anybody, just to talk about it and just like let it go. But yeah, so I wanted to talk to someone about it, but I couldn't talk to her about it because we would be arguing or we would patch things up, so we wouldn't really discuss it anymore. But I felt like something was still there, so I felt like I had to talk, so I would talk with my homies, and they told me that they feel like it could be coming towards the end. And I felt what they were saying. I felt like it was coming towards that, but at the same time, the relationship meant so much to me. Like, I came in with the intentions of it being my last relationship, even though I didn't always act upon that intention. That was my intention from the jump. So I wanted it to last as much as possible. So I maintained the relationship. That was until this one night where I FaceTimed her. Now, when we started this FaceTime call, everything was going smooth, but then the conversation took a crazy turn when she sent me her school schedule. And after she sent her school schedule, she said, "Now you can stop asking me questions." Excuse me? Now, this question didn't come out the blue because I was asking about her schedule and whatnot, because she was on her way back to school. And, she was getting new classes, and I was interested in her day and interested in her process. So I just, I was asking about her day and just asking about her schedule. And when she said what she said it with such a tone where it's just like disgusting. Like, I'm tired of you asking about me. Like, what I'm saying? Like, why are you asking about me? Like, So I was like, why are you saying it like that? She was like, I don't know. I just feel like you asked me a lot of questions. I was like, I'm interested in your day. I just, want to talk to you. Is that a problem? And she was like, no, but just like, I don't know. And I was like, what you mean? And, I dug deeper and deeper into the conversation. And then it just got down to what I was doing in life and what she was doing in life at present moment. And basically, she was bored with me, like bored with my process, right? I think she felt as if I wasn't moving forward anymore, or she was tired of waiting to see me grow. And I just hit her with a question. I was like, are you willing to wait for me to get my stuff together? And she was like, sort of, kinda. And I was like, okay, is this to a point to where you want to stay in a relationship with me or not? She said no. And I proceeded to tell her good night, and I called her back. But not for what you think. I called her back because she had a pair of my joggers, and I had to get those back. I had to, like, you're not keeping my stuff if you're not my girlfriend. Like, no. So, yeah, that call was weird. Like, I called her back, and I was like, hey, are we still cool? And she was like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, oh, well, can you mail me back my joggers? You know my address? And she was like, yeah, I got you. I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, like I said in my other video, this like awoke something in me, because I was like, yo, I just can't do this anymore. Like, with like, being this way, right? After she said I was bored with you, like, I even said I was bored with myself, because like I felt like I wasn't interested anymore. Like, I felt like I lost my spunk. Like, school was kind of adding spunk to my life, and like I wasn't having any spunk just being home. So after that, I was just like, I gotta be more interested to myself. I have to find some way to make myself interested again, I guess. So that's why I really dug deep in. I really read more and just added more things to my mind. And a few months later, almost a year now, and I become more interested. I feel like I've become more interested. I feel like I've added more interesting things to my mind, so like it just reflect in my life. So yeah, it's great. So moral of this story: all relationships are about growth. If anyone doesn't want to stick with you through your growth, then let them go.